My eyes burn! My throat burns! Oh no, I missed! No! Yes! No! God dang it! Hey everyone, welcome to another video in Project D-Dart. Today, we're doing another mod, except it's an interior mod this time. We're going to be putting on some Mopar official metal pedals on my 2016 Dodge Dart SE. Alrighty everyone, so here we are. The first thing we're going to start with, actually, is, let me make sure the GoPro's at a decent angle. We're going to start by taking the current pedals off. Now, I have actually tried this before. I don't think I was recording at the time, and I found out it's actually quite a big pain in the butt. So, okay, let's see. I'm pulling firmly off the pedal. All right. Okay. So I'm trying to figure out which pedal set I want to start with here as far as removal. I think I did the clutch first the last time. I tried this. Clutch was kind of the easiest. So what they want you to do, because it's not bolted down or anything, it's just oh, that's surprisingly loose. Insert meme about Dodge quality here, but I'm sure that's partially because I've bumped that once or twice. Yeah, so like I was saying, it's not, here we go. There's no bolts or anything, it's just rubber grafted around a thing, as you can see here. The metal ones are exactly like that, and the metal ones are a pain. So, I had them in the wrong order when I did the B-roll. Well. Anyway, yeah, so, I'm trying to see which way it's supposed to come off. I think it's, yeah, it seems correct. Okay, there we go. Now the gas pedal doesn't have one. The metal one just goes on top of it. So that is these two things done. So when I tried it, these pedals are actually a surprising pain in the butt because the rubber is really surprisingly stiff, and the good news is that it fits well, so nothing breaks. The problem, or I say breaks, nothing comes off and then, you know, leaves you in a bind. The issue is that it's very well fitted, so it's hard to get them off. It's even harder to get them back on, which is annoying. So what we're going to go do now, we're going to grab the metal pedals, and we're going to try a trick here that I was told about online. Okay, so I don't know if y'all can hear me. If you can't from the R7 audio, this is going to be GoPro audio. It'll be a bit boomy, and I apologize for that. But the trick is to get really hot water, put the pedals, well, these two, because this one has no rubber in it at all, but is to put these under really hot water to soften the rubber up a bit. That way, I'm just gonna get it under some really hot water to soften the rubber up. That way you can actually get it around. You can get it around the pedal bases, if you want to call it that. Question is, how hot is hot enough, I suppose. Because even the clutch pedal, like this is the brake pedal here, same as the factory one. And, alright, there we go. This one's a little more elaborate, but even the clutch pedal here, as you can see, it's just this thing here, this little shroud. It's hard, it's so difficult to get over the pedal base on its own. Another trick that we might try, if this doesn't work, is get like a little X-Acto knife and cut slits in the corners. To get this crap to fit. Ow! You gotta be careful because the water is extremely hot, which is what I want. It's actually why I'm using this sink in particular. It's the hottest in the house. But that also means it's extremely difficult to hold these items. Alright. I'm hoping that's working. That's as much pressure as I'm going to get, unfortunately. Alright. Hopefully that's enough. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, so the trick here, I think, and I think it's the bottom, because if you look at the old one here, this shroud is way bigger than on the factory rubber sole. So try to get as much water out as possible. I really don't want any condensation or anything. All right, I'm guessing, just by the way this is going on, I'm having a feeling that the X-Acto knife trick might be preferable. Because the problem, like, that's not big, but like I'm saying, that much shroud is so unhelpful in the process of me getting it on. I guess the question is, this big part should be on the bottom. So the big shroud, this part, should go in at the bottom. We'll try it the other way just to see what happens. I don't think that's going to be any better. It's not. If we look at the instructions again, is this the clutch one? Yes. Alright. So it says, install a Mopar clutch cover by slipping bottom edge over the clutch metal pad. Okay, yep. So that would be this part. Then work the edge up and around the pedal. Start from the, so it's wanting you to start from the bottom here and then work this edge all the way around. That sounds nice and dandy. Let me clean that up a bit. You know, that sounds all well and good, save for the fact that it's just too big, it's too tight. So I think what we're gonna do actually is do the X-Acto knife trick, because I would have to run this under so much water. Like, really a ridiculous amount of water. Kind of want to fix that at some point. I wonder if there's like a missing bolt or something in there. But anyway, I'd have to run this under so much water just to get it to work. Okay, so now what I'm doing, ladies and gentlemen, is pulling the bottom here just a bit, trying to loosen it up. Because we hit it with some heat for a little while. Ooh, okay. So now, that reminds me, come on. I don't want to mess up my driving position like that, but I also want you guys to be able to see as much of what I'm doing as possible. It should be as far back. All right, so hopefully that'll hook up. It's a little better. But now the issue is the sides and getting those worked on. Because here's the thing, as much as I may be able to get the sides worked on, I need the top. Now I need the top pulled on too, and I just don't have that much room to do that. God forbid being a bigger guy trying to do this. Like, I'm 5'4", very small, and I'm struggling to get the room to do this. Trying not to unnecessarily depress the clutch. I have the handbrake on, so I'm not at risk of, shall we say, a rollover accident. Or would it be called, my bad, would it be called rollover? It'd probably be called something else. Point is, I'm not at risk of, oh, a rollaway accident, that's what they call it. Not at risk of that. Oh, God. But this is still such a bear of a job. And it's really annoying because I love the look of the pedal and I really, really want the rest of them on too, but I think there's a tool down in the basement. It's called a gap opener, apparently. I think I've got an idea for how to use that to help me with this. Alrighty, everyone. Here's a tool. It's called the gap opener by brodit.se, whatever. I think it's originally intended as a trim removal tool, like up in here and what have you, or in this corner maybe. But I can't get my finger through the back here to fish the rubber up. So perhaps I can use the gap opener to do that instead. Oh my God, it just sort of did it. GoPro's getting in the way. I don't know if you guys will really be able to see what's happening here. Let me like tilt the, not that far, but there you go. I think I got it around a corner. I'm getting it. Thank God to whoever designed this tool, you are a legend. Because I'm almost on properly. It's really tricky. There's a little bit of give there because it's not on fully. Okay. I fished it around one corner. Just need it now around the other. See, this is the tricky part, because now I gotta hold down, I feel like, on that corner. Then I need to use the tool to pry space. Like, that's the most on I've ever had it, so I'm fairly pleased with that. Oh, nope. That went in entirely the wrong direction. Let me try to see if I can't check this other side. Because I think we got some rubber missing over here. Okay. That top part is nearly there. I just need this left corner to stop being annoying, and I'll have it. I'm so close. The bottom's actually on, it's the top. It's the top that isn't. I am so close. I think actually what I'm gonna do, you guys, is take this off. I'm gonna set it up like a tripod, if I can. There we go. Got it like a little tripod because I need just a little more clearance and slightly more accurate viewing to be able to tell. Oh, I see. Okay. I'm close, but I'm not. There's some rubber here that's not around the corner. There we go. Now, let me rotate my body a bit. Okay. I see there's some more rubber on this side because we got this open hole. Those of you watching from the R7, I'm sorry for the hat hair. It happens. I was trying not to have my hair. I didn't want to have like the 3-strap look on my head from the hair, or from the GoPro strap. So I figured hat hair would be preferable because I still got to go to work later tonight. So, okay. Where's my phone? Ow, ow, ow. Okay. Phone. Info, please. Oh, okay, good. I thought I cracked it or broke it maybe. All right. Just trying to see exactly where and by how much I'm missing. Oh, I'm missing in the middle here. I'm missing in the middle as well. on this side. Let me see if I can't. I mean, that's not that bad, because otherwise it's on, but it's not all the same. It's also not on properly. So, if I can get through that, I'm trying to pull. Unfortunately, I think we're going to have to, yeah, kind of reset our progress here a little bit in doing this. But it is what it is. Alright. Okay. We're getting there as far as making sure the sides are well accounted for. Kind of makes me want to try the brake pedal here. I just don't remember. Let me get this. That's the brake. I'm trying to remember. Okay. Because that shroud on the other side is supposed to face a particular way. It's supposed to face this side. So you do all that, you get this through that. I'm trying to see. Okay. Seems to be like this. Pull up. And then the brake seems decidedly easier to install. I can tell I'm still not getting it quite right though. That seems, it's wrong, but it seems right. So I gotta find out why it's wrong. Remove stock brake by, yes. Install Mopar brake cover by slipping bottom edge over the pedal arm, then pull the tab through the stock hole in the brake pedal. Use pliers to get a firm grip, and soapy water may be used to aid assembly. Okay, whatever. Well, I mean, here's the thing. It's kind of already on. Let me check the GoPro. It's still recording. Good. Like, because it's saying that this little tab thing here has to go through that hole, which is fine. Guess what? It did that easily. So, and it's saying to slip the bottom up through there. Maybe it shouldn't be. No, because there's a little cutout here, and then there's that cutout there. So that is correct. But there's not much, like, to slip on, so to speak. Like, it's loose, but that's on. That is actually on. Let me check the rubber one. Now let me check this one and see if there's any important differences. Not really. So why am I missing? Is that supposed to go in? So I don't think so. No, they are pretty much identical. So, okay. I guess the question is, if we put this one back on, will it fit more snugly, and then why? Okay. Does it have to go on like this now? No. Oh, wait. I think there's this little sliver right in here that might be supposed to go through. It is. Okay. I was like, why is it so loose? That's why. It's supposed to hook in through this, if you can see that, through this massive shroud here. Like this. And then you're supposed to work it up so that that prong goes through the hole. If, of course, you can get the pedal up high enough to get it through. That's, I mean, to be fair, that's on. Like, that's on. It's not through, but it's on. Let me, because what I'm trying to do is figure out, because if we don't do that and we just do this, it goes through like that. So, because you got to get it very far up to get it on. But it will go through. Okay, yeah, I'm trying to figure out just like how far am I missing by when I get that bottom shroud on? how many millimeters am I missing by to get it on. Honestly, I'm pretty happy with that, even though it's not through the thing. Like, it's not coming off. It's fair. It's stiff. Oh, that's why they were saying to use pliers, because it's all. I forgot, because if you look at this one, it's kind of narrow, whereas if we take this one off again, it's a little bit wider, but it goes through the hole. Like, if we do the install incorrectly here and just do that, it goes through just fine. So once again, it's like the question is, so it's through. Honestly, I'd say that's good enough. I'm good with that. We can try some other time to get it right, but I'm good with that for now. Now that we got this on in a way that even I'm happy with, because that's not coming off at all. That's all the way through. That's not quite through, but it is on and good. We got to get the clutch on, because you might not believe it, ladies and gentlemen, but the hardest part's actually the gas pedal. That's actually the hardest of the three to get on, because of how it's made. And it's not really rubber. It's not really rubber like all the other ones. It's primarily plastic, which sucks. So, all right, so we got one of these on pretty well, I would say. Not perfectly, but like I'm saying, we got it in a way that it's not, like, it doesn't really move around or anything, so I'm good with that. Now we just got to get this stupid crap on. So the bottom part's not that bad. It's literally everything else. It's every other part of this, and I gotta watch the GoPro because the battery's fixing to die. All right. Trying to use that, work it around. I'm gonna put that back in the seat. I wish there was a more comfortable way of doing this, but all right. Okay, it's all around the right side now. Now I just gotta splay it over the left side here. See, and part of me wants to cut corners the way that I sort of have for that one, but I'm a little more worried about the clutch than I am the brake, to be brutally honest. Okay. Yeah. We're like, here's the thing, like, it's on, sort of, but there's a lot of, there's a little bit of rubber back here that's not on properly. Let me try to get that. I think it's even less on now, actually. Where's the in-between? There it is. Okay. Like I'm saying, it's on, but there's so much real estate, there's so much surface area that's not actually holding onto the pedal base on this side that I don't like. And I'm just trying to fish this around it, because I might say screw getting the top through if I can fish most of the bottom. Well, I say bottom, but more like half of it. If I can fish half of this through, I think I'd call it good. As like I'm saying, that doesn't really rotate, doesn't come up or anything, so. Just really trying to work this corner, because I can see the rubber flexing. It's close, but there's like a less than 1/4 of an inch of it, I think, that's still holding on in the wrong spot. Because that's on, and then it starts bowing out here. Kind of where my hand is, hair's in the way, love it. Let me go on this side. Alright. It's super close, but it's not. It's bowing out on that side too, actually. Trying to get both sides on. I don't know if that's not sure what that's the result of, but there we go. I'm trying to, oh, I think less of it's actually holding on now. Just cringe. This is what I'm saying, there's too much on the bottom. Ugh, I need to stand for a second. The problem is that there's too much rubber on the bottom. It's too thick. It feels like it's thicker than the rubber one, than the rubber pedal. And so it doesn't have enough clearance. It doesn't have enough clearance to get to the top. It's just slightly too tight. It's like the tolerance wasn't made quite right. Maybe if I fish the top, like fish the corner, if I can do that, it'll get the rest of it. Although I'm sure it'll pop the opposite side out. But that seems to be, we're close now, or we were. All right, now if I can potentially, like, I want to grab the top ever so slightly to pull the top through. It feels like the left and the right side are sort of at odds with each other for getting implemented. Check the GoPro. I got another battery for it, but I'd be lying if I said I wasn't concerned. It won't last long. See, the whole of the right side here is almost on, whereas a significant portion of this left side isn't. And that's what I'm saying. This rubber, it feels like it's too thick. Like I need to shave it with a file or something to get it to actually fit. See, because if I do that, it all comes off. See? And that's really, really irritating. The rubber on the top is way too stiff. So I think what I'm gonna do is pause the camera, pause the GoPro, because I'll probably have to change the battery. The bottom rubber on this is fine. It's the top rubber now that's way too stiff. So we're gonna try to fix that with hot water, and we'll see how it goes.